Okay, organic chemistry questions. You can use chat, mic, or screen annotation to answer these questions. Ethanoic acid is manufactured by reaction of methanol with carbon dioxide. So methanol reacted with carbon monoxide, and the reaction is reversible. State two characteristics of an equilibrium. What are the characteristics of equilibrium? When the reaction is in equilibrium, what we say? Equal rate, that's right. Equal rate of forward and backward, and constant concentration, or the concentration does not change. Or rate of forward equals to rate of backward, and there is no change in the concentration. Okay. I prefer that you can use screen annotation, so it will save time as well. We can discuss more questions. Or you can also use your mic. The purpose of industrial process is to produce a high yield or a greater amount of ethanoic acid. The manufacture is carried out at 300 degrees centigrade, and the forward reaction is exothermic. Use the information like according to the equation, this reaction is exothermic. So methanol plus carbon monoxide. So we have this equation CH3OH plus CO. It will give ethanoic acid, C2H5COOH. The forward reaction is exothermic. If you have an exothermic reaction, reactants have high energy and the product is having low energy. Use the information state why the manufacturer not carried out this reaction below 300. Why it's not done below 300? Slow rate. So if the temperature was below 300, then what will happen? The rate will be slow rate. And if the temperature is above 300, because if a temperature is above 300 for exothermic reaction, when we increase the temperature, equilibrium will shift toward the left hand side. So as a result, what will happen? We'll have a lower yield. Or you can also say the backward reaction is endothermic, so the equilibrium shift toward the left hand side, or the yield will decrease. So only writing endothermic will not score the mark. You have to mention backward reaction is endothermic, so increasing the temperature above 300 will shift the equilibrium toward left, or it will lower the yield. So below 300, why he did not carry it out? Because the rate will be slower. Above 300, why he did not carry it out? Because the yield will be lower. Complete the table using only the word increase, decrease, or no change. We have this reaction. We have methanol reacted with carbon monoxide, and it gives ethanoic acid. If we add a catalyst, what is the effect of a rate of forward? Rate of forward and backward, even if it was written backward, both will increase as we use a catalyst. If we decrease the pressure, so to decrease the pressure, you have to check the reaction first, the number of the moles of gas. Here we have 1 + 1, 2 moles of a gas, and here we have 1 mole of a gas. So if we increase the pressure, where the equilibrium will shift towards side of more moles. And if we decrease the pressure, equilibrium will shift toward side of, if we increase the pressure, equilibrium will shift towards side of less moles. And if we decrease the pressure, equilibrium will shift towards side of more moles. So which side we have more moles? We have back side, we have more moles. So if we decrease the pressure, equilibrium will shift towards the left hand side. And if the equilibrium will shift towards the left hand side, the yield will decrease. So, but what is the effect of rate? Here it was increase, and decreasing a pressure. If we increase the pressure, rate will increase. If we decrease the pressure, rate will decrease. Because if we increase pressure, particles are closer, more collision. Decrease pressure, particles, fewer particles, so less Effect of equilibrium, effect on the equilibrium yield. So catalyst does not affect, but what is the effect of decreasing a pressure? As in this case, the equilibrium will shift towards the side of a more moles. Whenever we decrease the pressure, so it will shift left. So if we shift left, what happened to amount of product? The amount of a product will decrease or the yield will decrease. Clear? For a reversible reactions, if we increase the pressure, equilibrium shift towards side of less moles. If we decrease the pressure, equilibrium shift towards side of more moles. In this case, the product is having reactants have more mole, so it will shift toward left. That's why the yield will decrease. Suggest which of the following metal is suitable for the catalyst. Which is a suitable metal? Aluminium, calcium, cobalt, magnesium, potassium. Which one? Cobalt. Why cobalt? Because it is a transition element. Transition element and their compounds can be used. Even if it was cobalt chloride, then we'll select cobalt chloride or cobalt oxide, because the transition element and their compound can be used as catalyst. Ethanoic acid is a member of a homologous series. State the journal formula of this homologous series. What is the journal formula of carboxylic acid series? The journal formula, CN. So you can write CN, H2N, COH, H should also be there. Or you can write CN, H2N plus 2 O2. This is also correct. Draw the structure of a carboxylic acid which contains 3 carbon atoms. So 3 carbon atoms, and show all the bonds and all the atoms. So we have to draw propanoic acid. So C double bonded with O and OH will be there. This will have 2 hydrogens. This will have 3 hydrogen. So this is a structure of propanoic acid, because I mentioned contain 3 carbon atoms. So propanoic acid we have to draw. Then this is an ester. When carboxylic acid react with an alcohol, it produce an ester. The formula of ester X is given. So name the ester. This side we name first, the attached with oxygen. So what is the name of this ester? 1 carbon methyl and 1, 2, 3, 4. For 4 will be use butanoid. So it will be methyl butanoid. And which carboxylic acid? The second name is the carboxylic acid. So butanoic acid.